The VO Meter, measuring your voiceover progress. The VO Meter is brought to you by VoiceActorWebsites.com, Vocal Booth To Go, PodcastDemos.com, Global Voice Acting Academy, JMC Demos, and IPDTL. And now, your hosts, Paul Stefano and Sean Daly.
Okay, so we're back live at VOcation 2019, the first conference, and I'm here with Phil Sutfin from ACM. Tell me a little bit about how you're enjoying the conference so far.
I've loved it so far. I thought it was really great that so many people interested in the business wanted to have an opportunity to meet people and simultaneously learn more about the business.
And we just finished the agent or representation panel. How was that for you?
It was actually my first panel, which...
oh, really?
Yeah, somehow...
How'd you get sucked into that?
Actually, I replaced a colleague who had some family issues she had to deal with.
From your company?
From ACM.
Okay, great. Now, you had a lot of questions from the audience. Jamie was kind enough to actually have sort of a split almost with him as a moderator and then audience participation. What were some of the things that either scared you when the audience asked, or what were some of the surprises from the questions?
I have to admit, there's almost no questions at this point that are going to completely surprise me. Just simply, we get asked those questions routinely, day in and day out. So, again, it's not a surprise, but we also understand that it is important for people to understand, why they're asking those questions and how it affects their business.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And my question for you, some of these questions I'm sure you hear all the time. Do you think people sometimes overthink submissions to agents and management companies and their demos in general? Do you think it's paralysis by analysis?
It's very easy to get caught in that trap. The hardest part about what people are dealing with in the modern voiceover world is a lot of people are working from home or auditioning from home, and there's no feedback. So when you have no feedback, you're automatically creating, the casting director in your mind, and that's going to create a certain amount of questioning automatically.
Something several of you talked about, Eileen and Tim as well, about just dropping in and maintaining contact with your representation. Is that something you recommend as well?
It depends on the talent. I don't subscribe to that automatically. I think people have to be savvy enough to figure out how best to present themselves on a routine basis, and that's how you get ahead in the business.
So do people do stupid things? Tim mentioned the shoe submission. Right. Have you ever had something like that where somebody went completely overboard to trying to stay top of mind?
Yeah, I'm sure. I have to admit that when things like that happen, I laugh, put it aside and move on. So, I will say there's nothing wrong with quote unquote creating a package. But that package, usually in an email, it's like figuring out how best to present yourself in an email. It's really hard. I don't have any recommendations towards what's going to get my attention. Mm-hmm. But the fact of the matter is you still want to create something that, again, wants to get my attention, Eileen's attention, Tim's attention. So.
Okay. Well, thanks again for doing the panel and being here at the inaugural conference. We really appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the VO Meter, measuring your voiceover progress. To follow along, please visit www.vometer.com.
VO Meter is powered by IPDTL.